What's up, you guys? It is Jeff and Taylor. Welcome back to our soap opera.
Is it soap opera or soap opera?
You're kidding, right?
Is it soap opera?
SOAP space.
Why?
That's a good question, but it's definitely not soap opera.
It would make sense. It's
Write
popular.
that down, write that down.
So popular. Okay, regardless.
Anywho, okay, so today we are giving you guys a little wedding update.
Yes, we've accomplished a lot.
Excuse me.
We've
I have a tickle. We have accomplished a lot.
Yep. Okay. Oh. We've accomplished a lot since the last video, which you can watch here. We've done how many wedding planning videos so far? Like 2, I think?
I don't know.
So,
a lot of you guys have been asking for to give you and it's important to us to bring you guys along a little bit with the journey. We think it's really fun.
So if you are looking for information on how to plan a gay wedding and what really goes into it, look no further. Because you have found the right video. So, I don't know where we left off last time. I know that we have secured a venue, a date, but since then, we have now
What have we done?
Yeah. We've got a florist, we've got a videographer, we've got a photographer. We have everything done except rentals, invitations and save the dates.
Ceremony, music.
Yeah, maybe there's still a lot to do.
There's still a lot to be done.
Well, anyway,
tables, situations.
Okay, I'm getting stressed.
We have the 5 main big things.
So
unless something goes.
Yeah, let's dive into our planning process with each one of those and kind of any advice we would give, what our concerns were, and then I guess let's just talk through it.
Okay.
So let's start with.
So venue check, date check.
Yep. So let's
we went a little haywire in terms of I feel like the next natural step would be photographer, videographer, but we went florist because we knew that would sort of help us shape the vision a bit.
Mm-hmm. We just happened to find an amazing florist, which if you've watched our lives, we've talked about her and him. They are out of New Jersey. Their name is Blue Jasmine Floral. Blue Jasmine Floral. Paulina and TJ are literally amazing. We love them so much.
Yeah, they just started a YouTube channel.
Yeah, they just started a YouTube channel themselves. But that was Jeff was super excited about florals, so I'll let you talk about how we found them and what our thoughts were and stuff.
Yeah, so we reached out to a few, had a few conversations with a bunch, and we sort of just instantly vibed with them. I feel like they helped us come up with our vision one step further than everyone else we talked to, and it also helped us a lot and got us really excited because we knew what we liked and we didn't like, and we knew the overarching theme of what we wanted, but they, being the professionals, sort of helped us hone in and shape the vision to a point where it got us really pumped because it is sort of tying everything together.
Yeah, I think when we had our first phone call with them, usually a consultation phone call lasts 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Ours was an hour and 45 minutes. We just really hit it off, which I feel is so important, especially for people like us who are so hands-on in the planning process. We want to feel a collaborative team, whereas I feel some people are hire a wedding planner, do it, whatever. Yeah, no.
We are too opinionated
Yes.
to give this and put it in someone else's hands.
Right, y'all know I love control. So we really hit it off with Paulina, and then we had a phone call with them, and then when we were out in New Jersey, we did a little drive-by with our masks on, of course, and we actually sat down and talked through our vision board, our ideas, the centerpieces. They got us very excited again because I've mentioned in previous videos, I can only really talk about wedding stuff for 45 minutes or else I get just overwhelmed. And they really brought us back into the exciting part, and it's gonna be sick. I cannot wait for you guys to see. It's going to be literally amazing. We have such cool things planned, and they really helped us with that. So I guess that's our update. Do you have anything else to say?
Not really. Just in terms. Oh wait, what?
I have something to say.
Say.
So she sent us like this beautiful vision board, like our walkthrough, everything, and we're in love with it. I will say something that, and I mentioned this to my friend actually yesterday who's getting married. Just be careful when you're planning. If you really love someone, like a vendor, a florist, or your musician, or your videographer, or whatever, just be careful when you send people a text asking for their opinion of said florist, you know, because if you really love that florist but you send it to your best friend and your best friend gives you their honest feedback that, oh, I don't like the way they do this, I don't like the way they do that.
Like
well,
any
I'm sorry,
vendor,
girl.
not just florists.
I'm sorry, girl, you're not getting married and you're not paying for it. So I'm gonna do what I want. So you better agree when we text you and say, what do you think of this? You know, or don't. I don't personally do that. Jeff does that. But yeah, just be careful because you don't want anyone to ruin your excitement, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, love the florist. The florist is gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. It's like so annoying that like I can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like I just want to.
It's so far away. But it's good. We have time to plan and everything.
We have time for things to set
Boom!
with
Florist.
Okay, great.
Done.
The past 2 weeks were like the big photographer, videographer push.
Mm-hmm. Wait. How do you say the
Videographer?
No.
Videographer.
Yeah, but you say videographer.
I said videographer.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run the tapes. Check the tape. Photographer, videographer.
So
that, I think this has been our hardest
for sure
part thus far. There are so many photographers.
Also,
insane.
Who? I mean, I'm not one to question like what someone's value is worth. You price yourself what you want to be paid to do the job.
You're an artist.
Love it. You're an artist.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, and I would never downplay someone's expertise because I know a lot more goes into it than just the day of. You spent your whole life learning, you know, these programs, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but $20,000? Who? Absolutely not. Just so you know, not happening from us, but some people out there really do be charging that.
Crazy.
It's insane.
I mean, more power to them.
Yeah, run your check. But we're paying for this wedding ourselves, and so that did not happen for us. But we talked to probably 20 photographers, and we ended up choosing one we really love, and she's amazing. Something else that we are both guilty of is when you're looking at photographers especially, just remember that your scenery is probably going to be very different. You're going to be very different. So you might like a few of their photos. You might not like some of their other photos, but pay attention to why you
are drawn to them.
Yeah, why you're drawn to them, and pay even more attention to like why you don't like that photo. Is it because the composition of the photo is bad, or the person doesn't know how to shoot, or is it because you don't personally like where that couple got married, or like that girl's dress? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it is easy to be like, ugh, I don't like that photo, but it's typically not the photographer's fault. It's that you don't like. Yeah, you don't like the vibe of the wedding that they shot. So you just have to find a photographer that you vibe with, really examine all their work. Again, back to like the vibe with, especially, I mean, we really vibed with say vibe one more time. We really got along with our florist. We love her. Mm-hmm. But also, even more important, I would say, is the photographer and videographer. Make sure you're getting someone that makes you feel comfortable in front of the camera, because not everyone is a model. Not everyone feels comfortable in front of the camera. The other thing, and chime in if you want to. The other thing is like advice when choosing a photographer. If the photographer is shooting if every couple looks the same poses, same like composition of the shot, like, you know, maybe they're not the most creative. Maybe they're super technical, but maybe they don't have the creative direction you want. Like, we want someone who is like, oh, I examined the grounds earlier, and like this would be a great shot at this time, let's go. You know what I mean? Because like we can lead the way, but do I want to be leading the way on our wedding day? I want someone that's like familiar with creative direction and like giving direction. Mm-hmm. It's really nice too, because a lot of photographers also work in like the commercial space. So I find that to be a plus, because they're usually working with like movement and models and stuff, so they can be a better, they can help you more.
If you haven't noticed, I let Taylor spearhead the photographer vendor because it's more like up his alley. He's more passionate about it. So I sort of went.
What were your thoughts when we were looking at photographers and stuff?
I mean, look.
Oh, she's got an essay.
Photography at a wedding is like one of the most important aspects, I think, because, you know, it's only a day, but the video and photos last forever. Like we said, we wanted to be able to show our kids like our wedding album and like show them all of our family and friends and who was who at the wedding. But, you know, depending on your budget, it's like, will these photos be $10,000 more valuable?
Right.
Depending if I go with photographer X or photographer Y. Like, they both have done tons of weddings. They both have gorgeous photos. Just a little budget tip.
But is it worth it? You know what I mean? And also this,
and that it could be different for every person.
Yeah.
To some people, it could be worth the difference,
for sure.
And others it could not.
Something to take into consideration is we are speaking as a couple who is paying for this themselves.
Yeah.
So we're being a little more
budget conscious.
Yes. So yeah, we have our photographer. We probably won't do our engagement shoot till later this year, just because we want the
couple months.
Yeah, we want the engagement shoot to kind of match what the weather and scenery will be like when we get married. Right? Cool. Okay, so then on to probably the most important.
Probably.
Which would be the videographer. Actually, I like to say cinematographer, because I don't want just the raw footage of our day. I want someone that is going to make a movie. A romantic movie.
Yeah.
That we can look back on and like feel the emotion.
So this was actually a pretty easy decision on our part. We probably met with 3 or 4. But one, like, we were watching her work and we were like, this is it.
That's it.
Like, see, this was a situation that we're like, I'm willing to pay whatever
more,
for
the video.
Yeah. So super pumped about that. And we also want, you know, someone who's super talented to document it, you know, so you guys can enjoy the work too. One
thing that we really loved about the videographer that we chose is we were talking to her, and one of the packages that she offers is you get full day films. So you get basically a mini movie of each portion of the day, like more vlog style than cinematic, which I was like, oh, that's perfect, because we actually wanted to kind of vlog the day ourselves, but I feel like that's going to be a little too much pressure on us. So the fact that she had that included, so like not only do we get a teaser film and our highlighted wedding film, we get mini chapters of each part in like a more fun, loose style.
Yes. It like breaks up each part of the day.
Yeah. And then I would say, so we did speak with a few videographers. We were really down to 2. We really hit it off with both of them. It just came down to editing style, which again, keep that in mind. Make sure that you're choosing someone whose editing style you like and appreciate, because you know, you don't want to have someone change their style to fit you. It's better just to find someone that you already fit with, because then it's going to be a better relationship anyway.
And a lot of times, like, they won't provide you like the raw footage. Like, it comes edited, and like because it's their work, like that's what they deliver to you. So it's important that you vibe with their editing style.
For sure.
Okay, next big things. We need to handle our rentals. Seeing like if we're getting a
You think
table.
That's next?
Well, I don't want things to get like booked and then that
we
things.
don't have it,
So like if we need tablecloths or like plates or anything that like.
Why couldn't we just be simple and use what they give us?
I know.
We can.
And then after that, we need to do ceremony music.
Yeah.
What are the other big things we need to do?
Save the dates,
Save the dates,
invitations, but we have time for that.
Yeah.
So we're getting married next fall. New York. We're getting married next fall. So typically the rules are save the date goes out like 8 to 10 months before, right?
Yeah.
Or
I think we should just do like a year. Maybe a little bit less than a year.
Maybe start of the new year.
We'll see.
Whatever. And then your invitation goes out like 6 months before, right? Again, don't know, just made that up.
I'll ask my mom.
We discussed a lot there, and I'm not sure if it was very informative, but that is what we're going through in the process of planning our big old gay wedding. So,
more updates to come.
yeah, more updates to come.
That's where we're at. We got to lock down a few more things,
Yep.
sign some contracts, but we'll be sure to bring you guys along for the ride if you're interested
Yes.
in joining. If not, all good.
No, you're joining.
Okay, you're joining. You
I
heard
will
the man.
say, yeah, so that was kind of all over the place, but what isn't these days with us? So if there are any specific questions regarding wedding planning that you guys are interested in hearing from us, leave them in the comments below, and we will either answer them there, or maybe we'll do like another wedding Q&A video all together.
Yeah.
Let
I
us
thought
know.
of one more thing.
Let us know.
A positive note. We have like asked all of our vendors thus far, like if they've worked on a gay wedding before.
Oh yeah.
Just like, it's not important, but like I just am always curious to see like what they say or what their reactions are. And I feel like most of them have not. They're like, no, but I want to. I've been wanting to.
Yeah. I will say a few of them that we booked had gay weddings that they were supposed to work on this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just something to note.
Yeah. Also, just make sure they're gay friendly altogether.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being the first gay wedding they've worked on.
Totally.
But I'm not okay. Sometimes I get a little nervous because my name's Taylor, so it could be like Taylor Girl and Jeff. So, whatever.
And then they FaceTime and they're like,
actually,
bad connection.
yeah.
And that's that on that.
Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We have a lot more to go now that I've really thought about it, but we have also a lot locked down. I think we have our most important stuff locked down. I'm very excited. We're very excited to bring you guys along for the journey of planning, but also the big day. So once we get closer to that, we'll figure out how we're gonna incorporate everyone here. But in the meantime, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel where you'll see more videos of us talking about our life and whatever we do. And like this video. Leave us a comment if you want to hear anything else specific about the wedding planning process. And we will see you in the next video.
Thanks, guys.